top 10 most powerful countries in history achieved their historical prominence, shaped the world through military power, cultural influence, economic strength, and territorial expansion, and their legacies continue to shape the world we live in today. Number 1. The Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, one of the longest-lasting empires in history, dominated much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. At its height, it controlled over 2.2 million square miles of territory and had a profound influence on law, government, military strategies, architecture, and culture. Roman legions were known for their discipline and engineering prowess, constructing roads, aqueducts, and fortifications across their empire. Roman law and governance systems have influenced modern Western legal and political systems. Number 2. The British Empire. At its peak in the 19th and early 20th centuries, the British Empire was the largest empire in history, covering nearly a quarter of the Earth's landmass and ruling over 400 million people. Britain's naval power and industrial strength allowed it to dominate global trade, economics, and politics. The phrase, "the sun never sets on the British Empire," was coined because of its vast territories stretching across the globe. The empire's influence in language, legal systems, and governance is still seen in many parts of the world today. Number 3. The Mongol Empire. Under the leadership of Genghis Khan, the Mongol Empire became the largest contiguous empire in history, stretching from Europe to Asia. Known for their cavalry, mobility, and innovative military tactics, the Mongols conquered vast territories with a relatively small population. The empire promoted trade and cultural exchanges across the Silk Road, connecting the East and West. Their dominance reshaped many regions and empires, and the Mongol Pax Mongolica encouraged the spread of ideas, technology, and goods across Eurasia. Number 4. The United States of America. Rising to prominence in the 20th century, the United States became a global superpower following World War II. With its economic strength, technological advancements, and military power, the US has played a pivotal role in shaping global politics, economics, and culture. The country's influence spread through its participation in world wars, the Cold War, and its leadership in the formation of institutions like the United Nations, NATO, and the World Bank. America's cultural exports, such as movies, music, and technology, have had a lasting impact on global culture. Number 5. The Soviet Union. As the leading communist superpower of the 20th century, the Soviet Union was a formidable force during the Cold War era. Its influence extended across Eastern Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa, as it spread communism and challenged the United States in a global ideological and military rival. With its vast military power, especially nuclear weapons, and space exploration achievements, including launching the first satellite, the USSR had a profound influence on global politics and technology until its dissolution in 1991. Number 6. The Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, which lasted over 600 years, 1299 to 1922, controlled vast parts of Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. At its height, under Suleiman the Magnificent, the empire became a hub of trade, art, and science. The Ottomans controlled important trade routes and influenced the politics of Europe and the Middle East. They were known for their military prowess, particularly the elite Janissaries, and their architectural achievements, including the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. Number 7. The Qing Dynasty, China. The Qing Dynasty was the last imperial dynasty of China, ruling from 1644 to 1912. It was one of the largest empires in history, covering over 5 million square miles at its height. The Qing period was marked by territorial expansion, increased trade with the West, and flourishing arts and culture. Under Emperor Kangxi and his successors, the empire's influence extended into Central Asia, Tibet, and Mongolia. Despite its eventual decline in the 19th century, the Qing dynasty's impact on Chinese history and its relationship with Western powers remain significant. Subscribe and like the video, and here's the final 3. Number 8. The Spanish Empire. From the 16th to the early 19th century, Spain ruled vast territories in Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Asia, becoming one of the world's first truly global empires. Spain's conquest in the Americas, including the Aztec and Inca empires, gave it enormous wealth and power. The empire's control of the Atlantic and Pacific trade routes allowed it to dominate global commerce for centuries. The Spanish Empire also spread Catholicism, the Spanish language, and European culture to the Americas and other parts of the world. Number 9. The Islamic Caliphates, Umayyad and Abbasid. The Islamic Caliphates, particularly the Umayyad and Abbasid dynasties, were among the most powerful empires in the world during the 7th to 13th centuries. They spread Islam across the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of Europe and Asia, while promoting trade, science, and culture. The Abbasid Caliphate in particular is known for the Golden Age of Islam, during which scholars made significant advances in mathematics, medicine, astronomy, and philosophy. Baghdad, the capital of the Abbasids, was one of the greatest centers of learning and culture in the world. Number 10. The French Empire. Under leaders like Napoleon Bonaparte, France became one of the most powerful countries in the world in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Napoleon's military campaigns spread French influence across Europe, reshaping national boundaries and governments. Even after Napoleon's fall, France remained a major global power through its colonial empire in Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Americas. French culture, language, and legal systems left a lasting legacy in many parts of the world. Comment which powerful countries you've enjoyed learning about the most and unleash your wanderlust by watching our latest video. Cheers!